some of the big picture stuff that's happening overseas and how,
some of the stuff that's happening here in the States and what the government's doing and about to do to you.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. Oh, God. I mean, they're really taking us out to...
It gets more and more dystopian every time we do this.
Yeah.
It's getting ridiculous.
It's like...
It's been ridiculous, but...
I mean, I don't understand, man. It's just like... Just like that video I shared a couple podcasts ago, that Russian defector,
Yeah.
In spite of all evidence to the contrary, this administration continues to push the people. I mean, they're effing with us, man. I mean, there's no...
Well, they got nothing better to do, so, I mean...
I mean, there's no two ways.
A game.
There's no two ways about it. I mean, they're messing with us, man. Like it's on purpose.
Yeah, there's something behind it, but I can't put my finger on it yet. There's a reason why they're doing what they're doing. They wouldn't do it without a specific purpose in mind.
Yeah, I mean, so I've talked to you a couple times in the past, like how the old corruption used to be,
Yeah.
Like a government would come in, they would do their under the table stuff, they would enrich their friends and their buddies and and whatnot, and you kind of knew about it, and a lot of times you kind of suspected it, but they also left such a good trail of things.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
to cover up
yeah. the mess. You really didn't pay that much attention. So in Puerto Rico, a big thing was like usually when the governor would be done with his terms, he would just go to Spain.
Right. Yeah, to escape prosecution.
He would just get in a plane to go to Spain. The next guy wouldn't prosecute anything because he's doing the same thing the last guy did. Right. But the last guy left you with like a new and improved highway system.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, the other guy left you with a badass socioeconomic status. Where businesses are thriving, improved school system,
hospitals, something like that.
I mean, he stole money, hand over fist, but it got to a point where people didn't really care because the ends justified the means. Yeah. And you're like, okay, yeah, he did steal from this and that and the third, but our kids are going to these nice schools, or people that are working are working in good environments, or the streets are good, the bridges are good, or hey, we have a metro station or whatever,
Right.
But here is just kind of like in your face corruption, and
with nothing on the back end.
Nothing on the back end other than just misery. Mm-hmm. So the administration rolled out this thing taking credit for the prices of the holiday shopping for Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to you guys. I hope you guys, as this episode's being filmed after Thanksgiving, so you guys we're all fat and happy now, kind of freaking enjoying the leftover fiasco. But some of us spend time with our family, some of us spend time at work. It's a and even though I worked through Thanksgiving, I still had a pretty good Thanksgiving. My place where I work, they came all out and they really shelled it out for us, and made it worth our while. But the whole shtick behind this administration was like that prices for Thanksgiving fixings, like basically all the basic things that you would need to buy to build your Thanksgiving dinner, was cheaper than it has ever been. That's what he said, right? I mean, not that it has ever been, but cheaper than it has been,
like in the last couple of years,
in a while. Well, he's trying to take credit for that, but the reality was that the numbers was like this past Thanksgiving, the average cost was about $60-something for all of the fixings that you need to build a Thanksgiving dinner, which is about 4.1 or 4.2% lower than it has ever been during Biden's tenure. However, that's still about a 31 or 32%
increase,
more expensive than it was before he took over office. So,
but that's how
people,
media and the administration fudge the numbers and make the evidence validate their point.
Right. So they're like, well, Thanksgiving's
gas
cheaper.
Prices are down. Well, they're up.
yeah. I mean, they're up.
They're under Trump's administration, the gas prices actually went down below $2 a gallon, which hasn't been seen since like 2005 or something.
I haven't, or less, man. Yeah. Because I had prices. There was a point here where gas was like $1.40, $1.47, something there.
I could be wrong.
I mean, I don't quote me on the actual price, but those are similar to the prices that I used to pay for gas when I was 16.
Right.
That was in '96. So that's significant. But the biggest thing is that as Biden pivots and the administration pivots to lower gas prices so people aren't affected. So the thing is that you have one thing that he has to maintain status quo. He has to maintain people can still have to be able to do what they did last year.
Right.
So by lowering the gas prices and everything, he still maintains airplane ticket prices don't rise. Mm-hmm. The cost of fuel is lower, so people can still travel, whether it be by train or whatever, car, whatever method of travel you take. However, what people don't know is that the way he does this is by dipping into our strategic national reserves. So the strategic reserve of petroleum that we have it's a finite supply, but it's for national emergencies. Right. It's for World War III. For all intents and purposes. Now, of course, everybody that knows anything about petroleum, there is an expiration date on some of this stuff, so it just can't sit there forever. So it must be rotated and refilled, and whatever. It must be processed. Must be rotated.
I remember that being a news thing when Trump was in office. He took the national reserves and refilled them completely.
Well, he refilled them because Obama left them empty.
Yep.
The Obama administration damn near emptied the strategic reserve, left them empty. When Trump took over, he had to refill the strategic reserve. Well, he opened fracking, and we started exporting oil. We became pretty self-sustaining for a lot of things. I wouldn't say for all, but not all energy. But there was a good chunk of things that we were providing ourselves. I mean, hell, we were selling rice to the Chinese.
Right.
Among other things. I mean, we can go into the weeds on that all day. But the thing is, this podcast, the main focus is to get you guys to not just look at the headline, look beyond it, and do your research in it. And because there's things behind it. It's not all what it seems.